Students, I am Madhuri Abhale from Saraswat International Academy. I am teaching Mathematics of Standard 4th. Here we are going to continue chapter number 1, that is Building with Bricks, part 8. Here I am having more questions of chapter 1, that is Building with Bricks. Let's start. Question number 1. How many bricks are used in the wall shown below? That means this wall. Count and write in the empty space. 2 half bricks equal to 1 whole brick. That means if we are getting 2 half bricks, then we need to consider that 2 half bricks equals to 1 brick. Now first of all, let's count the whole full brick. So here we are going to do this. Let's start counting. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27. Now we need to calculate the half bricks. So one is here and the second one is here. That means we calculate here total 27 bricks, and these two half bricks is plus 1. Again we are here, 1 here, and again 1 half brick here. So again we need to add 1 brick, and in the last row again there are 2 half bricks, then again we need to add 1 brick. Now 27 plus 3 equals to 30. 28, 29 and 30. So your answer is 30. So you need to calculate the whole brick as 1 and the 2 half bricks as 1. Let's see question number 2. Fill in the empty space in the wall given below. Now in this question you have given the numbers, that is 259 is given here, 263 is given in second row, 267 in the third row, and in the last row 270 if we go from down to upward side. Now you need to just write the next or previous number of that number. Let's begin. If we see first 259, then after 259 we are getting 260, okay, and before 259 we are getting 258. Now how we calculate this? Let's see. So we are given 259. Now I want to see the next number of 259. So what should I do? I just want to do is add 1 in that number. So 9 plus 1 10, 1 is carry, 5 plus 1 6, and 2 as it is. So the next number of 259 is 260. Now if the number is 259 and I want to calculate the previous number of 259, then I just want to do is subtract 1 from 259 so that I can get the previous number of this 259. Let's calculate. 9 minus 1 equals to 8, then 5 as it is because there is no number is here, and again 2 is as it is. So with the help of this calculation you can get previous number, and with the help of adding 1 we can get the next number of this number. So as per calculation 259 is already given. After adding 1 we get 260. Then suppose we need previous number of this 259, so I just want to subtract 1 to get answer 258. Again I want to get previous number of this 258. Again I need to do subtraction from 1 to 258, so 257 and previous number of 257 is 256. After that, in second row here 263 is given. Okay, so first of all 256 done, 257, 258, 259, 260. After 260 which number comes? So 261 comes. Then 261 you can write here. Then again next number 262. 263 is already given. After 263 264 will come. After 264 265, then 266, 267, then in second last row 268, 269, and last your answer could be 270. So with the help of addition and subtraction you can solve this question. Let's see question number 3. Answer the following questions based on the figure of a brick given below. So you can observe this brick. It is in rectangular shape. In this shape you can see the label is given A, B and C. Let's start the question number 1. Question number 1 is, how does the shape looks from side A? If we look this shape from side A, we can see this type of face, so that this shape is of rectangle shape. So how does the shape look from side A? Then answer is rectangle. So this shape is rectangle shape. Let's see question number 2. How does the shape look from side B? Again, if we look from side B, again we can see a shape like rectangle, but this rectangle shape is smaller than this A shape. So again your answer is rectangle. Third question, how does the shape look from side C? Again अगर हम लोग साइड C से देखते हैं, then again we get rectangle shape from downward side. Question number 4, how many sides are there? So let's calculate. In rectangle how many sides are there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Behind this 5, and from downward 6. So there are total how many sides? There are total 6 sides of this brick. Let's see next question, that is question number 5. How many edges are there? Now what do you mean by edges? Let's see. This one line you can see, it is called the edges of the bricks. These all are edges of the bricks. Now let's calculate how many edges of this brick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So there are total 12 edges are there in this brick. Again I am going to solve this question. Just concentrate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So there are total 12 ages are there. Let's see question number 6. How many corners are there? So now we need to see in this diagram how many corners are there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So normally here 4 sides are there and here 4 corners are there. So total there are 8 corners in this brick. Let's move forward. Question number 7. What is the name of the whole shape? This whole shape we called as cuboid. cuboid, cuboid. All these questions you need to write in your notebook. Let's see our next question, that is question number 4. How many sides are seen in the figures given below? Write in the blanks. Now there are total 4 questions are given and we need to find out how many sides we can see in these figures. So let's see first one. So in this diagram we can see 1, 2 and 3 sides of this shape. So your answer is 3. In second diagram or figure we can see 1 and this side 2. Only 2 faces of this figure. So you can write here TWO 2 in answer. Let's see third one. Here only one rectangle shape is given. So we can see only one face of this figure. So answer is 1. In figure number 4 we can see 1 and 2 faces of this figure. So your answer is 2. Let's move ahead. Question number 5. Which of the following shapes are the faces of a brick? Tick right on them. This question we had done already in textbook, but let's see again. So the face of brick, we need to consider the shape of a brick and tick the answer. So the second figure and this 8th figure, they both are in rectangle shape. So our brick is also in rectangle shape. That is why the answer is second figure and the 8th figure. Let's move forward. That is question number 6. Which of the following bricks is the longest? That means सबसे लंबी. Put circle around its order given below. Now if we see A, B, C, D, A की हाइट कितनी है 3 सेंटीमीटर. दैट मीन्स लॉन्ग कितना है 3 सेंटीमीटर. इन B the shape is 8 centimeter long. In C this shape is 2 centimeter long and in D the shape is 4 centimeter long. So everyone knows that 8 centimeter is the longest among A, C and D. So here your answer is option B. So you need to circle this option B. Let's move forward. That is question number 7. Which wall will be stronger? Tick below it. Again this question we had done in textbook. So the A1 is stronger because you can see the structure of this brick. This brick is strongest because these three these three bricks can hold the weight of these upper bricks easily because of their structure. But in B, these following bricks or these downward bricks cannot be sustain these upper bricks weight. That is why the brick A is stronger than brick or wall B. So your answer is A. Let's see question number 8. Answer the following questions based on the pictures given below. Again, this question we had done in textbook. So again I am going to teach this. Now you need to concentrate A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, all these patterns of bricks, and you need to write answers of these two questions. So let's begin with question number 1. Which pattern is made in a circle? So if we observe from A to K, you can see the E1 and the J1 is in circular form, but E1 is not in circular form because this E1 making a shape like sun, so it is not in a circle form. If we see the J1, the structure of these bricks are in circular motion. That is why the answer is J. Which pattern is made in a circle? So the J pattern is made in a circle. Let's see question number 2. In which patterns mirror halves can be seen? Mirror halves can be seen, that means if we divide the pattern into two equal halves, then the both parts can be seen similar. Same as if you stand in front of a mirror, then how you look at yourself in the mirror, same you need to answer this question. So if we see the H pattern, okay, now you need to divide this H pattern, divide it into middle, and you just see this part and the second part, these both are looking similar. If we do other patterns in equal halves, that is not possible and they are not matched with two parts of themselves. That is why only H pattern is in mirror half. That is why the answer is H. Let's see question number 9. What are bricks made of? Put circle around them. So your options are wood, clay, glass, stone and iron. So wood is not used when bricks are made, glass is also not used, stone is also not used, and iron is also not used. So only clay, with the help of clay we can make bricks. So your answer is clay. Let's see question number 10. Which of the following materials are not used to make a wall? Put circle around them. So नॉट यूज मीन्स ये जो नीचे ऑप्शंस दिए हुए हैं उसमें से कौन सा ऑप्शंस यूज़ नहीं होता है. सो सिंपली प्लास्टिक इज़ नॉट यूज्ड एट द टाइम ऑफ मेकिंग अ वॉल. सो प्लास्टिक इज़ योर आंसर. नाउ यू नीड टू सर्कल दिस आंसर. Let's see question number 11. Make the photo of each wall with the correct drawing pattern below. Now here 1, 2, 3 is a photo of wall, and A, B, C is a drawing or pattern of wall. Now you need to match these wall patterns. So the first wall pattern is matching with this B, and the second one is matching with C, and the third one is matching with A. Now you need to match this wall with this drawing Already this question also we had done in textbook. Let's see question number 12. Make your own jali patterns on the wall drawn below. This question is in textbook, so you can solve it there. So you can see here I have made small jali patterns with the help of pencil. You are also use pencil for making this jali pattern. Let's see question number 13. This question is also mentioned in textbook, so you are not supposed to do in your notebook. Question number 12 and question number 13 you need to do in textbook. Draw jharokha patterns on the wall given below. Now I have done one jharokha pattern here. You can make your own jharokha patterns like this. Let's see next question. Draw arcs using bricks. Now we need to show arcs from bricks. So here I have drawn one arc like shape with the help of brick. This you need to draw in your notebook. If you want to draw other arc patterns, then that is okay. Let's see question number 15. Draw two floor patterns using bricks. So here I have drawn two bricks pattern. In this horizontal and vertical bricks are used, and here vertical horizontal both mixed pattern I have done. You can make your own brick patterns too. Now points to remember. In this chapter many times you need to understand the numbers. So identification of numbers up to 1 lakh. You need to understand the numbers up to 1 lakh. So let's see. You can see one abacus is given here, and you need to see on which place they have stand. So the place value you people obviously known about, that ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, and if we go ahead then lakhs, and the number will be increasing. So let's see the example. See, on ones place 9 is given, tens place again 9 is given, on the 100 place again 9 is given, 1000 and 10,000 place 9 is already given. That means how we can read this number, that is 99,999. You can observe here in words and in numbers also, 99,999. What does it mean? So first see the 10,000s place. 9 times 10,000, that means it is 90,000, because it comes on 10,000s place. 9 times 1,000. So in 1,000 it means 3 zeros are there on 1. So 9 times 1,000, that means it is a 9,000. 9 times 100, that means 900. 9 times 10, that is 90, and 9 times 1, that is 9. If we add these all place values, then we get this number, that is 99,999. Let's see in deep. Suppose I want number 1 lakh after 99,999. So simply if I add 1 in this number, then I'll get 1 lakh. Okay, so let's see the place value. If I'm writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this 1 lakh digit, so this 0 comes on 1's place, this 0 is on 10th place, this 0 is on 100 place, this 0 is on 1000 place, this 0 is on 10,000 place and this 1 is on lakh place. Okay, so how we are going to draw this on abacus? So we need to just draw one bead on lakh, and in another these 5 bricks will be empty because it indicates 0. Let's see further. It is also called 100,000. If 1 lakh is a number, so in another way you can call it as 100,000. Let's see number, the smallest number, the greatest number. Now one digit number. So everyone knows that one digit numbers start with 1 and it ends with 9. So अगर वन डिजिट नंबर को कंसीडर करें तो स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर कौन सा होगा? 1 से लेके 9 में 1 एंड द ग्रेटेस्ट नंबर विल बी 9. इन टू डिजिट नंबर बिग नंबर कौन होगा? 9 के बाद 10. सो 10 एंड द बिगेस्ट नंबर इज 99. एज पर दिस we can calculate 3 digit, 4 digit, 5 digit, 6 digit, smallest number and greatest number. With the help of this, we need to solve the following questions. Let's start. Question number 16. Write the number represented by abacus in figures and words. Now you can see in the figure 1, you need to count these beads and you need to write this in your answer. Let's start with 1000 place, the first place. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, there are 6 beads, so we can write it as 6. In second line 4 beads are there, in third line 1 bead, and in the last line 2 beads are there. So you can see the number 6412. So how we can pronounce this 6000? because यहाँ पे तुम लोग देख सकते हो, यहाँ पे प्लेस वैल्यू दी है 1000, 100, tens and ones. So how we can pronounce this? 6400 and these 12. Okay, so 6412 is your answer. Let's see the second one. On 1000 place 2 is given, so we should write first 2. In second row 3 is given, so we write 3. In the fourth 2 plus 2 4 5 6 beads are there, and in the last row 5 beads are there. So 2365 is your number. And how we can write this in words? So 2365. Okay, let's see the third question. The third question is the first row, it contains 5 beads. 5 beads. In second row there is no bead, that means it indicates 0. In third row there is 3 beads. In fourth row there is again 5 beads. So your number is 5035. 5 is on 1000 place, 0 is on 100 place, 3 is on 10th place, and 5 is on 1's place. Every time these last two numbers we need to say in single line. Suppose 5035. We cannot see here 000 because it doesn't make any sense. So our answer is 5035. Let's see question number 17. Write in figures. Now the words are given here and you need to answer it in numbers. Let's start. Number 1, 4315. So 4000 we are writing like this. Then 315. Okay, now we need to add this number 5134. So your answer is 4315. That means 4315. So your answer is 4315. Let's see question number 2, 8007. So we split this into 8000 and 7 is in different word. So we'll first write 8000. Okay, and 7 is a single ones. Okay, so 7 will be coming on ones place. So we can add this number 7, 0 as it is, 0 as it is, and 8 as it is, because there is no number here. So your answer is 8007. That means 8007. Let's see question number 3, 2100. Now 2000 will write 2 and 3 zeros, and 100. So 100 will write like this, on 100 place it will come. So add these numbers 0, 0, 1 and 2. So 2100. Okay, 2100. So answer is 2100. Let's see number 4, 6030. So we'll write first 6000. Okay, then 30. 30 means 3 0. In 30, 0 is on ones place and 3 is on tens place. That is why the number we are writing from behind. So add this number 0, 3, 0, 6. So you get the answer, that is 6030 in number. Let's see number 5, 7707. There is no place value given in tens form. Okay, so let's add this number 7, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 7, 7, and this 7. So 7707 is your in number form or in figure form. Let's see question number 18, write in words. Here we have written this answer in numbers. Now we have already given numbers, we need to transfer this in words. Let's start. First one is 7642. 7642. 7 is on, see, we'll start from behind. This 2 is on ones place, 4 is on tens place, 6 is on 100 place, and this 7 is on 1000 place. So 7 is on 1000 place, so how we'll pronounce this? 7642. These last two digit number we can pronounce together. So 7642. So you need to write in this type of words. Let's move ahead. The next number is 4065. This 5 is on ones place, this 6 is on tens place, 0 is on 100 place, and 4 is on 1000 place. Let's start. 4000, 0 will not consider in pronunciation or while writing. Okay, then 4065, these last two digit numbers we consider together. So 4065 is your answer. 0 will not consider at the time of, we can write when in words. Let's see question number 3, 968 7. Again 7 is on ones place, 8 is on 10th place, 6 is on 100 place, 9 is on 1000 place. Let's start. 9000, 6 is on 100 place, so 600. These last two digit number will pronounce at a time 87, so 9687 is your answer. Now this question number 4 and 5 you need to do in your homework. Let's see question number 19. Write the place value of each digit in the numbers given below. So here different numbers are given and we need to write the place value in number. So the first number is 3456, 3456. Now here we all know the place values of these digits. So 6 is on ones place, 5 is on 10th place, 4 is on 100 place, 3 is on 1000 place. Everyone knows that when we calculate on 1000 place, suppose 3 is on 1000 place, so there are 3 zeros in 1000. So our first digit is 3000. Okay, 4 is on 100 place, so there are total 2 zeros on 100 place, so 400. 5 is on 10th place, that means 1 zero will consider after 5, and 6 on ones place, so there is no zeros at the time of the number is on ones place. So we can see here 3000, the place value in number, 400, the place value in number, 50, the place value in number, and 6 on ones place in number. So we can see here 3000, 400, 50 and 6. These are the numbers of this digit as per place value. Let's see the next one. 5308. 8 is on ones place, this on 10th place, 3 is on 100 place, and 5 is on 1000 place. Okay, so first we'll see the 5. So 5 is on 1000 place, that means there are 3 zeros after 5. 3 is on 100 place, that means 2 zeros are there after 3. 10th place 0 were there, so we can write 2 zeros or you can write single zero. It makes no changes here. And 8 is on ones place, that means there is no zero after 8. So the place value of this digit is 5308. We'll write as 5300, 0 and 8. Let's see the next question, that is 4010. So again this is a ones place, tens place, 100 and 1000. Okay, so 4000, 0 we can write it 10 or you can write it as 3 zeros. Then 10 because it is on 10th place, and 0. So these are the place value digits. The next question 9007 is in your homework, you need to do by yourself.